Hi, I'm Zach Fagenson with Miami Today, and I'm here at the Doral headquarters of the Florida Grand Opera for an interview with the opera's general director, Robert Heuer. During our talk, he discussed some of the major changes that have gone on in both the opera and Miami's cultural community during his 25-year tenure as general director, and also where the opera is headed in the near future.
Just a few weeks ago, we were in New York. We held 5 days of auditions of singers. I am always, when I travel, I always try to hear singers so that I'm constantly listening to singers and making decisions about who should come to perform in the operas. In terms of planning, I'm the person who in the end is responsible for the repertoire choices. So trying, and it's always interesting, I think, for people to, it seems like, well, maybe you just pull all the names of the operas out of a hat and put, but it's a much more complicated process because when you're doing 4 or 5 operas, you need a balance, and so you really want to make sure that not all the operas are by one composer. You need to kind of keep that balance. You also want some Italian, some French, some German, an occasional American opera, and so it's thinking about how does all of that fit together in terms of also in terms of, do we use a production that we already own and repeat the sets and costumes, or do we build a brand new production for a given opera? Do we rent a production from another company, which is done in this area in the business a good deal, or do you go in with other companies to create a new production? So there's all of those decisions, and that's a big part of what I have to do in terms of planning a season. It's also looking at the most popular operas are always the biggest operas. They tend to be big chorus, big orchestra, big scenery, and so that it is a case that you need to balance that. The chorus is a local chorus, although they're professional and they're paid, they're union represented, but it is not possible to really do 5 operas in which the chorus demands are so great. So you've kind of got to look at 2, maybe 3 operas where the chorus is very much a big part of the productions, and then at 1 or 2 that are smaller or no chorus, in order to make sure you can get the number of choristers you need to commit. It's a big commitment on the part of people who probably have another job, because our chorus is not a full-time chorus. So it's all of those pieces that have to be fit together. It's a kind of a jigsaw puzzle that I try to kind of hopefully end up with a real finished puzzle at the end.